My name is Nick. Welcome back to Cabin View Firewood. I just got back from an early morning delivery. I delivered a truckload to a really good customer of mine. I've got another customer coming in about half an hour to pick up a truckload. So the totes, the bundle wood is flying out of here, and I am getting dangerously low on good season firewood. So I just picked up a cord a couple days ago, and what I'm going to do this morning is get this process down to the quality of wood that I like to sell. So what I've got here, that tote is all finished product. That stuff is the size I like it. It's good and seasoned. This tote right here is all stuff that needs split down a little bit more. Some of it will make it into the bundle tote. Some of it will go down into a campfire tote. So if it's not nice and straight, if it's got too much rod on it, just not stuff I like to put into my bundles, it is going to go into the campfire totes. Both sell extremely well, but it's really important when you are selling, when you're flipping firewood, make sure that you are still selling a product that meets the quality of wood you like to sell your customers. Like this piece here, it's got a little bit of rot on the side. You can see up top here, but this side is good wood. So what I'll do is I'll just split this off. That piece will go into the campfire bin, so we'll still sell it. We're still going to get good use out of it. The good piece is going to go into the bundle bin. So I'll probably end up picking up one more cord, and I think I'll be good after that. So I'm going to quickly get through that this morning, and then we're going to get into the heart of the video. I've got to start processing that pile of logs that I have sitting out front. So it's going to be a fun one today. We're going to be using the excavator a lot. I'm going to pick those logs off of the pile, cut them a little bit shorter so I can pick them up with the grapple on the MT120, try to get as much down here as I can, and then I want to start getting through all the cherry that's in that pile. So we'll see how many totes we can get filled up. Let's get to it. One thing I really like about this 28C, I can split from either side because I don't have that big frame that the high outputs have on them. So this makes splitting a little more versatile. Example right here is a big ugly knotty piece into the campfire bin. This piece is still good enough for bundles. I got that wood processed. I ended up getting a little over a half cord in good bundle wood. The rest went into the campfire tote. Let me get myself turned around here and in a good position. This is kind of a tricky spot because I'm on a hill, so the driveway slopes down, so I can't pull straight up to the pile. I don't want to be leaning to one side. around. I just don't want them to roll into the excavator, so we got a couple at the bottom there, kind of blocking the way. Set those cherries off in the grass over there. Alright, that's a pretty good start. I got some stuff low enough that I can cut it up now, and then I'll get that stuff out of here with the mini skid. And then we'll be able to get to that cherry a little bit better. got a couple more of those cherry logs to move. First, I want to clean up this pile. And then we'll head down to the wood yard, I'll show you how we have it organized. Some big logs in this pile. That was about a half day of just organizing, so not super productive, but I am set up pretty well now for a good day, 2 days of just cutting and splitting. So let me show you what we've got here. Had one roll away on me, but these are the cherry logs I brought down. There's still a lot more in that pile out front. We probably moved maybe not quite half of it down here. So cherries right next to the splitter. I'll cut this up, throw it right onto the wolf ridge and right into these totes here. And then I got the little rack down here, started loading that up. I was gonna take that little tree out. I decided not to, but I either have to shift those cradle logs over or move that tree just to give myself a little better access with the longer logs that I bring down here. So we're in pretty good shape. Still got a good pile of red oak to split up over there. The bunker is almost completely full. So things are getting there. All right guys, I'm gonna continue this one another day. There's a storm rolling in. So in another day or two, I will get to all of that cherry over there, get that stuff cut and split, and making some good progress on that pile of logs out front. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.